Tyler Quattro, do you think GP would be mad if we paid Aiyuk big money?
I think there is a possibility that he could feel some type of way. Yeah, Deontay Johnson got 18. It's like, all right, you homegrown. It's different. It's like you from outside the family. Yeah, you're paid after I was here. Deontay was paid before here. You know what I mean? It was like this is already here. This is out of your control. We see you for 2 years now, and now we going out here to go pay somebody $20+ million. And go for a draft pick. What does that say to GP? But at the same time, GP can look at it as, man, they just get me another weapon. This dude's going to help me out, because if he's getting attention, then that means I can cook. And that could be just as, appeasing to GP. But he also could look at it as, bro, if you're going to be spending that type of money, go spend it on something else. Like, if you're going to save that for me, I'm ready to get paid next year. Pay me that. But we shall see, though.
Well, I think it could be a test for the Steelers to see how Pickens' reaction is. Because if he reacts poorly, it's like, all right, maybe this guy really isn't our long-term solution.
Yeah.
Our long-term answer. If he's going to act this way for us, about us upgrading the team, and you're right, even helping him out with coverage and stuff like that, then this might only be a rookie contract type of thing.
Because I was like, you can definitely make it a negative if you're a GP. You can look at it and be offended by it. You can look at it and say, man, they don't respect me. They don't think that I am able to be a franchise caliber receiver. Because if you think that I'm that, you don't go and trade for a receiver that costs $20 million that's trying to prove that he could be a franchise wide receiver. You go find a definitive number 2. You go sign Tyler Boyd. You go trade for somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go and spend that type of money if I'm that guy. That'd be like when AB was here, we go out there and sign Odell. Or we go out there and sign Julio. AB's like, hey, bro, you got your $100 million man, right? Why you need 2 of us? We got a salary cap here, so it's just not cost efficient. We can't do that. But for the Steelers, I could definitely understand them looking at it and saying to themselves, one is a little bit of, we think it can get to that. The other one is, we've just seen more production from it. But that's the whole, are you going to operate with the trust of your heart, your gut on GP? Or do you take the business approach and say, well, we've already seen this. We know for a fact this works. Cut the check, and now we got this in here with this. And we have some type of buffer if this doesn't reach what we think it's capable of reaching.
Yeah, I think if you're the Steelers, you're trying to improve your team. It could be spend as smart business, and if Pickens is upset with that, it almost goes back to the Pickett stuff too. Like, you can't be above the team.
Yeah,
we got a window here with Russ in the contract.
Come on, man.
If we got an opportunity to bring in Aiyuk, and it's not going to really hurt our chances this year or make our roster worse in other areas this year, we can afford to do it. Like, yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's less about, at least bringing in Aiyuk right now, I think it would be less about, like, what Pickens means to this franchise long term. I think it would just be more about this year.
That's what
we could
I'm
talk
hoping,
about
man.
Pickens extension and stuff. We'll talk about that in 2025. Let's see how this year plays out. But we got a legit chance with a Russell Wilson on a $1 million contract.
Listen,
I think that's how the Steelers are looking at it. So if Pickens gets upset with that, it's like, bro, this is about the team. This isn't about you. You can't be consistently thinking about you all the time.
Yeah. But that's some of the convo.
Yeah, and we've seen Pickens do some of that in his first 2 years here. And that's why the question was brought up. Like, it's like we're legitimately entertaining the question. There's a reason for that.
We always cause and effect, bro. Nothing that we are talking about in this situation has not been warranted. And there's still speculation of, did he actually turn over a new leaf, or was that we were just winning at the end of the season and that was why he became quiet?
And he got the ball.
Right, and he got the ball. Because prior to that, we saw what it looked like it was going to be. So those are very legitimate questions, man.
I literally said trade him.
You weren't the only one. And it was
I gave him one game, though. I said, we'll give him one game with Mason.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, when you show some of that and the production isn't here consistently, these are the conversations that are had. If his production has been here across the board, man, we are like, bro, I don't care about any of that.
Yeah, and the problem is, too, you could talk about quarterback play not lending itself to Pickett's production fully.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we did see him not give the greatest of efforts
This is true.
And
both things can be true.
Yeah.
Both things can definitely be true, man.
Like some of the blocking stuff, not finishing routes, like
the
I mean,
bad
that
body
goes hand in
language,
hand,
man,
too.
on the field. The bad, but it's just like, bro, did you just really throw the temper tantrums
dropped the wide open touchdown in that Titans game.
with the lazy feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one was like, yo, toe tap that thing, bro. You got 5 yards of space here. Yeah.